Yesterday we have started repetition construct. Okay, so repetition construct means we have to repeat a set of statements more than once. So whenever we do repetition, there is always a scenario, there is always a condition up to which we do repetition. Okay, because if we keep on doing repetition, it will lead us to a infinite loop. So whenever we do repetition, there is always a certain condition. When that condition falls true, then we repeat. When that condition become false, then we stop repetition. So this was the basic idea. The repetitions are of two types. Okay, one is known repetition, another is unknown repetition. So when we know that how many times repetition is to be done, we call it known repetition. Okay, so when we know that how many times repetition is to be done, then we call it known repetitions. Let me write this. We know that how many times repetitions are to be done. So this type of repetition is called known repetition. Okay, now what is unknown repetition? The simple idea is we do not know that how many times repetition will be done, but we know when to stop. So this is the most important thing. Here we know that how many times we have to do. For example, 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, n times, right? So we know that how many times repetition is to be done. But here we do not know how many times, but we know when to stop. When we'll reach to a certain condition, we have to stop. So I've given some example yesterday. एक मैंने example दिया था walking का. तो it was like you can think of a wall here. Okay, so consider it as a wall, and someone is standing in front of the wall. Say someone is standing here, X. If I say to him that walk 10 steps towards wall, so before walking he knows that how many steps he has to take, irrespective of the fact he is reaching to the wall or not. Okay, so when we know that how many steps we have to take, then we call it known repetition. The another example was when we have someone standing here, say X dash, and we are saying walk up to the wall. So here in this case, he does not know that how many steps he has to take, but he knows when he'll reach to the wall, he has to stop. So number of repetition he does not know, but he knows when he will reach to the wall, then he has to stop. See, students are joining very late. It's not right. Divyanshi and others, so many. Come on time, बेटा. ये तुम्हारे लिए भी अच्छा है, ये हमारे लिए भी अच्छा है, बाकी बच्चों के लिए भी. Okay, so these are the two main topics. One, we know that how many times repetition is to be done. Other is when we do not know how many times repetition is to be done, but we know when to stop. So this is the basic idea. Whenever we do known repetitions, we do counting. So this was the fact. For example, if I say write your name 10 times, so what will you do? You will write your name and simultaneously you will count, right? So that is the most important factor of known repetition. So whenever we do counting, we start from a certain point, we stop at a certain point. So this is the basic idea. And to reach from start to stop, we need some steps. So there are 3 components of counting. Okay, from where we have to start up to when we have to run, and what are the steps that will take us to stop from start, right? So these are the 3 main topics, 3 main components of counting. फॉर लूप में हमें यही 3 कंपोनेंट लिखने होते हैं. सबसे पहले स्टार्ट लिखना होता है, स्टॉप लिखना होता है और फिर स्टेप लिखना होता है. यहाँ पे स्टेप जो होता है वो ऑप्शनल होता है, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. ऑप्शनल इफ इट इज़ 1, यानी अगर स्टेप 1 का है तो आपको स्टेप लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है. अगर आप फिर भी लिखना चाहते हैं तो आप लिख सकते हैं. एंड हाउ डू वी राइट फॉर लूप? दिस वी हैव डिस्कस्ड यस्टरडे. वी राइट फॉर वेरिएबल for which you are running the loop in range. Range is a function. It generates all the numbers from start to stop with a given interval. Example, हमें अगर 1 से लेकर के 10 तक के नंबर्स को प्रिंट करना है तो हमने एक फॉर लूप चलाया फॉर आई इन रेंज 1 to 11. तो यहाँ पे ये जो हमारी रेंज होती है ये हमेशा एक ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो बेसिक साइन होता है वो लेस का होता है. ठीक है, यहाँ जब हम रेंज लिखते हैं तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, जैसे हम 1 लिख रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब आई को शुरू करिए 1 से और ले जाइए आई को लेस देन 11 तक, ये इसका मतलब होता है. इसलिए इसको हम हमेशा एक ज़्यादा रखते हैं. तो अगर हमें 1 से लेकर के 10 तक के नंबर्स को प्रिंट करना है, सो विल स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम 1, विल गो अप टू 11, एंड सिंस वी आर चेंजिंग द लाइन सो इट विल कम दिस वे 1 2 3 4 5 so on up to 10. Right? We have not specified step here because by default we have to increase it by 1 only. Now print numbers from 10 to 1. If we have to print numbers from 10 to 1, then we'll start from 10 and यहाँ पे greater than आ जाएगा, that's why it is 0. If we'll write 1 here, it will go up to 2 only, right? Then we are decreasing the counter by 1 every time, so 10 9 8 so on up to 1. So this is one more thing. Then we have taken example of 10 20 30 40, and since we are starting from 10 and we need it up to 100, right? So we'll have it up to 101 and we give a step of 10. Since we need commas also in between the numbers, so we have ended the statement by a comma. Line will not be changed and every number will be separated by a comma. Next is for I in range 10, print I. So we are printing all numbers from 0 to 9, because if we are not specifying even the starting range, stop is compulsory. You have to write stop at what step it will be stopped. But if you are not specifying start, by default it starts from 0. So if I am writing I in range 10, so it means you are starting from 0 going up to 9. Okay. So this thing also we have discussed yesterday. And the last program that we have discussed was to find out the table of a number. So we have asked for the table. This statement is asking for the number from the user. Then we are running a loop from 1 to 10. To write a loop from 1 to 10, we started from 1 and we go up to 11. We are not specifying any step because by default it takes increment of 1. Now यहाँ पर indentation का importance है, because these two statements are inside for loop, so they will come on the next indent. ठीक है, ये इसके next indent पे आएंगे दोनों. Okay, for I in 1 to 10, p is equal to n into I. So दोनों का multiplication, number और counter का multiplication p में आ जाएगा. जब हमने इसको डिस्प्ले किया तो डिस्प्ले करने का जो हमारा तरीका था वो ये था. आई एम राइटिंग इट अगेन. n comma cross like 5 is the number for which table is being asked, then cross sign, then I. Okay, so initially I will be 1, then the multiplication of n and I, that is 5. Next time I will be 2, so this multiplication will be n into 2 and 10 will come. So this was the thing that we have discussed yesterday. Okay, now so on up to 50. So this was the revision. Let's start some new programs. Okay, now tell me, if I have to make this 1 4 9 16 25 so on up to 100, what is special about this?
So these are the stars of numbers 1 to 3.
Okay, so what am I doing? I am running this loop from 1 to 10. See, every time we don't have to think in the predefined orders. We have to find some new orders as well. Like if I go with 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, then do not consider this as the series to be printed. You can also do some calculations while you are printing the series, right? अब जैसे मैंने इसको बनाने के लिए क्या किया, I को 1 से 10 तक चलाया, and now it is not compulsory that we will print I always. What will happen if I print I into I? And it will be 11, not 10. It will be 11. So if I print, in spite of printing I, like in the previous program I was printing I, but here I am not printing I. I am printing I into I. So what answer will come? I is initially 1. 1 into 1. 1 will be printed. Next time I will be 2. Why I will be 2? Because this loop is saying you have to run from 1 to 11, increasing the value of I by 1 every time. So do not think this statement first, just think about the loop. Check the values of I. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the values of I, and we are not supposed to print I. We have to print I into I. So 1 into 1, 1 will be printed. 2 into 2, 4 will be printed. 3 into 3, 9 will be printed. So something like this. Okay. Now based on the same theme, my next question is print 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, so on up to 1 by 10. Any guess from where loop will start up to where loop will go? Any guess?
Loop will start from 1.
Yes. And it will go up to
1 by 11.
1 by 11. Decreasing order or increasing order?
Decreasing order.
No. Think something else.
So 1.5.
Tell me the loop only first. जो रेंज में 2 नंबर आएंगे सिर्फ वो बताइए.
So 1 in 11.
1 in 11. ओके, तो मैं वो लिख दूं जो आप कह रहे हैं, फिर बात करते हैं. ओके. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू who said this?
So copy.
Kavya. For I in range 1, 11. Kavya, complete it now. When we can write multiplication, we can write division also, right? So when I is 1, 1 by 1 will be 1. When I will be 2, it will be 1 by 2, right? Although it will not look like this. It will be something like this: 1, 0.5, 0.33, 0.25. It will be like this. So that is also okay. But you want in this manner, then what? Then, in spite of printing this, you will print 1, comma, slash, comma, I. Is that okay? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay.
तो ये वाला फॉर्मेट है ना जिसमें हमने टेबल लिखी थी.
जिसमें हमने यस टेबल जिसमें लिखा था वैसा ही फॉर्मेट है. चलो एक एक्सरसाइज दे रहा हूँ, अभी आप मुझे करके बताएं. आपको बनाना है ये वाला 1, 8, 27 बना करके मुझे समझाना है कैसे हुआ ये. is question number 1. Question number 2 is 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, so on up to 19 upon 20. ये दोनों क्वेश्चंस हो जाएंगे तो मुझे बताना है आपको. अभी ट्राई करो अभी.
Sir, 19 upon 12.
20 19 upon 20. ठीक है, ट्राई करिए. 4 cube, 5 cube and this is 10 cube. So we have to run from 1 2 3 4 5 so on up to 10. So I'll run the loop for I in range 1 to 11 and simply I'll print I into I into I. That's it. So when I will be 1 it will be I cube. When I will be 2 again I cube. I will be 3 I cube. So this series will be printed. Now second वाला. अब यहाँ से हो रहा है 1 से लेकर के ये जा रहा है 19 तक. तो जो लूप चलेगा बच्चों वो जाएगा 1 से 20 तक केवल. ओके, एंड हम प्रिंट करेंगे I अपॉन ब्रैकेट्स में I प्लस 1 सो दैट I प्लस 1 पहले हो ब्रैकेट्स होने की वजह से, उसके बाद I अपॉन I प्लस 1. ऑलराइट, now I'm doing some changes. I'm writing a program. Do tell me the output of that program.
Excuse me, sir.
बोलो बेटा.
सर आपने यहाँ पे स्लैश लगाया तो इसे ब्रैकेट मतलब कॉमा से नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि सर फिर तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा.
हाँ, डिवाइड हो जाएगा. वैसे जब हम सीरीज़ बनाते हैं ना, जैसे जो डिवीजन की सीरीज़ होती हैं, तो डिवीजन की सीरीज़ में हमें आंसर ही चाहिए होता है.
ओके सर.
फिर भी अगर आप स्लैश लगाना चाहते हो तो आप लगा सकते हो, कोई इशू नहीं है. ठीक है,
ओके सर.
ओके. चलो मैं कुछ लिख रहा हूँ, मुझे बताना क्या आंसर आएगा. Check it and let me know.
वन बाई टू.
आगे
2 by 3.
ओके, देन अप टू
19 by 20.
सो हैव आई रिटन द सेम प्रोग्राम. ये क्या मैंने सेम लिख दिया क्या? ये दोनों प्रोग्राम मैंने क्या सेम लिख दिए? चेक करो तो.
Yes sir.
So what I want to say is it's not compulsory that you will pick up the first term and write program. You can pick up the denominator also to write the same concept. जैसे अभी इस वाले कॉन्सेप्ट में हमने क्या किया, न्यूमरेटर को यूज़ करके सीरीज़ बनाई है. इस वाले में हमने डिनोमिनेटर को यूज़ करके सीरीज़ बनाई है. तो आपके ऊपर कोई बाउंडेशन नहीं होती कि आप कैसे बनाएंगे. तो बीच में मैं एक और डाल देता हूँ. सेट ओके?
Yes sir.
चलो आज मैं ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट का काम है मुझे. वीडियो शेयर कर दूंगा मैं, और ये PDF भी, ये डॉक्यूमेंट भी शेयर कर दूंगा. इससे आप लोग पढ़ाई करें और अपनी नोट्स बनाएं. एक एक करके मैं अब स्कूल में नोट्स देखना शुरू करूँगा आप लोगों को. ठीक है? एंड दैट इज़ वेरी
Excuse
इंपॉर्टेंट.
me sir.
बोलो बेटा.